Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a lot of things that happened in the last video, specifically in the comments. A lot of you guys were giving me great advice, and throughout the video, I'm going to be going over some very powerful cards that CC suggested, and then playing some games into Midweek Madness, where I get access to every single card in the game, whether I own it or not. So that's going to be pretty cool. So first off, thank you so much, Travis, Xavier, Ramesses, Leaping Rat, Darian Green, Master Chief, Kenny K, Mr. Thule, and Samodius Coward. Sorry if I pronounced any of your names wrong, but thank you so much for clearing up so many questions I had and generally just being really cool. Master Chief, CC, and Mr. Thule recommended I stick to standard. Samodius Coward mentioned to not really buy the anthology packs in the shop since they're not really recommended for new players. There were some decks that were recommended. Mr. Duel recommended me to try Azorius Control, Mono Red, Mono Green Ramp, and Spirits, while Skasuin says that I should try decks like UW Tempo and U Ninjas. So, using the resources from like MTG Goldfish, I looked up some of these decks and I saw that there are some deck lists out there, but the only problem that I found was that some of the cards just aren't in Magic the Gathering Arena. So I kind of scratched that plan of just copying decks online and just looked at some really powerful cards that CC recommended. But before we jump into the powerful cards, I do want to say thank you for the advice on Alchemy. I'm not going to be trying to build any decks for Alchemy just because whenever Wizards of the Coast just want to change it, they can just change the ban list, hit nerf stuff. And besides that, thank you so much for watching the video and commenting. I really hope you liked this video, and let's just jump into it. So I took all the cards that CC mentioned in this comment, and he put a lot of powerful cards. So I put them all in one deck list. We're going to be going over each and every one of them and seeing if I understand it or not. So the first card is Pithing Needle, which has an effect that I don't really understand. I'm going to be quite honest. Also, it's not legal, so that means it's probably really good. First thing I noticed, mana cost 1, so it's really easy to activate. Then it has an effect where when it enters a battlefield, you can like call a name, and then that card can't be like played at all. It seems really powerful, but then the last part I don't understand, where it's like unless they're mana abilities they can be played. I don't really know what that means, but yeah, this seems like an extremely powerful meta relevant card. That's probably why it's banned, and it only requires 1 mana. So the next card is Fateful Absence. It's really powerful because it's an instant. It only requires 2 mana. And the cool thing with cards that destroy an opponent's monster is that usually they're death, or at least that's what I've seen. So this is only an earth, so I think that's super cool. The downside is that if you destroy your opponent's card or planeswalker or whatever, they get an artifact that can like let them draw a card if they pay 2 mana. So I think it's extremely powerful just because you can like remove an opponent's card. The next card is Ledger Shredder, which is a monster that only requires 2 mana. It's flying, it has a lot of defense. Really cool card actually, because he adds consistency where you can like draw and discard. And then he also has like a lot of defense, so he can protect you too. So Make Disappear is an interesting one because it has an effect called Casualty, which I think is pretty powerful. So I think the way you use this spell, since it like counters a spell unless they pay 2 mana, is that you target their spell and then you sacrifice a monster, duplicate the spell, and with your duplicated copy you target the same spell. So now they have to pay, I think, 4 mana in order to like negate its effects or whatever. So it is pretty powerful. It's an instant. It's really interesting because I haven't really seen cards that counter spells at all in the game. The next card is called Reckoner Bankbuster. It has a lot of big stats. It's an artifact vehicle. I don't really know what that is, and it only requires 2 mana to summon. So that's pretty insane on its own. It has the effect where it gets like 3 counters, and then you can remove a counter and pay 2 mana and tap this card, draw a card. Pretty cool, but it has big stats, so I'd rather use it as a wall. Also, if it has no counters, you can like create a treasure token and you create like a pilot with the effect where this creature crews vehicles as though its power were 2 or greater. I don't know what that means. Also, crew 3, I don't know what any of that means, but it seems like it's useful in like an artifact vehicle deck. I've never seen one of those before. So this is a very interesting card. I do like that it has big stats and it's easy to summon though. So Brutal Cathar is actually a card I really like. It requires 3 mana to summon, and its effect is really powerful. It's like when it's summoned, you can just exile a target creature until this card leaves the battlefield. But then it has Daybond. I don't really know how Daybond works, but when I'm thinking like when it's nighttime, this card transforms, and then when it's like daytime, this guy goes back to like how he originally was. But the reason I like this card so much is that he's just literally just removal. You summon him, you remove a monster your opponent controls. It's not permanent, but it does remove it. Super cool card. So Wedding Announcement is a unique one. It requires 3 mana to like activate. It's an enchantment, so it stays on the field. And at the beginning of your end step, put an invitation counter on this card. And then if you attack with 2 or more monsters, you draw a card. And if it's like less than 2 or more monsters, you like summon a human creature. And then when it has 3 counters or more, it like transforms. And then all your monsters like get a small buff. I don't really know why this card's that good. I'm going to be quite honest. When I read it, it sounds okay. I like that it can either draw you a card or create you a monster. That part's cool. But when it transforms, I feel like it gets like a weaker effect where your monsters only get slightly stronger. I don't truly understand this card, but it is very interesting. So this is neither a earth or a water card, but it is a card that CC said that might be the most powerful card after the next rotation, which is called Fable of the Mirror Breaker. It requires 3 mana, and it has a lot of really cool effects. So the first one, as soon as you activate it, you get like a monster that when he attacks, you get a treasure token, so he generates value. Really amazing. The second one is you discard up to 2 cards, and then you draw the same amount of cards. That's like powerful because it adds consistency. And then the third one is it becomes a monster which can copy any non-legendary creature, and then that monster can attack the same turn. The only thing is that it dies at the beginning of the next end step. So at the end of your opponent's turn, it's pretty much dead. This card is really cool, and I can see why CC says it's probably going to be one of the best cards, just because like it has a lot of really powerful effects. The next one is called the Celestius. It's an interesting card. It requires 3 mana to activate. Even though it's a legendary artifact, you can like tap it as mana, so it's kind of like a semi-land, which I really do like. Its effect is like you use 3 mana, you tap this card. If it's day, it becomes night, or if it's night, it becomes day. I think the really good effect is that whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you gain 1 life and you draw a card and discard a card. So this is a really cool card just because, in my opinion, it's kind of like a semi-land, but it also adds consistency to the deck because you can draw and discard. So when I originally saw Memory Dolge, I don't really like it. I thought it wasn't good, but maybe that was because I didn't truly understand it. But now that I played the game a bit and I reread it, I think I get what it does, but I could still be wrong. What I think it does is that when you activate this card, you like look at the top 4 cards of your deck, and then you add 2 of them to your hand. And then the flashback, which I didn't understand back then, is when it's in your graveyard, you can just activate it again. Insanely powerful card. It's actually like really, really good. And it's kind of like Pot of Duality from Yu-Gi-Oh! Except you add 2 cards instead of 1, and it's a lot better. I do like this card. It's pretty cool. So Teferi, who slows the sunset, this guy's my avatar. I didn't even know this guy was a card. He is really, really cool. The thing I like about him most is that his effect where he gets like +1 is you can like target cards on the field, including your opponents, tap them or untap them. And that's insane. Like if this card was just like, oh, you can untap your own cards, it'd be like, oh, you get a little bit of advantage. It's pretty useful. But no, when you can literally tap your opponent's cards, that's so OP, because maybe they had a spell that they were like hoping to activate, or they have a monster they're going to defend with. Nope, tap it, you can't use it anymore. This card's insane, and it only requires 4 mana, bro. Like what? It has other effects where it's like literally a Pot of Duality. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put 1 of them in your hand, and then the last effect, which is like the game-ending one, is untap all permanents you control during each opponent's untap step, and you draw a card during each opponent's draw step. So you just get so much advantage, and you got to be able to play cards during your opponent's turn and not really care about like your mana at all. This card's just like, I mean, it's probably the GOAT. It's probably the best. So I've actually seen Lear before. I use her in one of my newer decks that I've made, which I'll be showing off in a later video. And I do like her a lot, actually. She lets you use spell cards that are in your graveyard that are already used, but only during your turn. And then the spell cards can be countered. I don't really know how useful that is, because none of my spells have ever been countered, but that's only because I'm not like playing meta, you know? But I do like this card. I think it is pretty good. Farewell is very cool. You pay 6 mana, and then you can do 1 or more, which means that you could probably do all of these, I'm guessing. You just get rid of every card on the field. Like, exile all artifacts, exile all creatures, all attachments, all graveyards. Like, literally, like, insane card. This card is so insane, dude. It's like a dark hole. It like removes everything from the graveyard as well. It's like I never thought a card like this would ever exist because of just how powerful it is, you know. But I mean, it exists. It's here. Super cool card. Hullbreaker is a card I actually already own. I didn't even know how good it was. I think the only thing I would really like about this is that you can like return an opponent's monster back to their hand. You can return their spells, but I don't really know what spells you would return because I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know much about the game. But I think the reason that this guy is good is because of Flash. So you can use it during your opponent's turn. You can like summon this guy during your opponent's turn. But other than that, I don't really think this card's that good. But that's just my opinion. I'm probably wrong. But yeah, that's Hullbreaker. So this is a card I've never seen before. Jin Gitax Progress Tyrant. Really cool. Literally, you activate a spell, you can like double it, so you can like activate it again. And then if your opponent activates a spell, you just negate it. Like, what? That's insane. This guy is literally like a walking negate. Also, he doubles your spells. Also, he has good stats. Just really cool card. Really, really cool card. I freaking love this card. So this one's really cute. March of the Otherworldly Light. It's like an instant, so you can use it during your opponent's turn. And essentially what it does is that you pay mana, and whatever mana you pay, you can exile a target artifact, creature, and enhancement that's on the field. I think that it's an instant, makes it really powerful. It's okay. I think it's probably really, really good. I just don't realize how good it is just because I can't completely wrap my head around the X. Like I know X equals mana you pay, but I don't really know how to take advantage of that like the best ways possible, you know? So here we're getting into the interesting stuff because these are like the lands, and these are lands that I really do like. First one we got is Anjono, Seat of the Empire. So it's an earth land, but it has a second effect, which channel means I think when it's in your hand, you can like discard it, and only when it's in your hand. And then you can target a monster in the field and then deal 4 damage, which is kind of like destroying in the early game. Also, this ability costs less if you have a bunch of creatures. So it like doubles as land and also removal, which is like insane in my opinion. Like that's so cool. I like cards that have a lot of versatility. So the next one is kind of on the opposite side. It's Otawara, and it can be used as a land, or you can discard it from your hand and then like bounce an opponent's card to the hand or like return it back to the hand. Just like, dude, cards like these are so sick. This is such a cool card. I'm not even gonna lie. And the final card is Field of Ruin. It can be used as just like a generic mana thingy. And then also you can like destroy this card, destroy an opponent's land, which is cool because you get rid of an opponent's land. And then each player searches their library for a basic land. So this can become like any land at 1 fire if you only run 1 in your deck. Just like, dude, like this is a very interesting effect. I do like it a lot. And with that, we looked at all of CC's powerful cards. So I'm going to be taking some of these and making a very powerful deck so that we can use in the Midweek Madness event. Because in this Midweek Madness event, we can use any card that we don't even own and just use it in the deck. So it's the perfect time to build a very powerful deck. A lot of these cards are the ones that CC mentioned. I am running Wandering Emperor, and I'm trying to see how powerful these cards are. So let's see how it goes. One thing I do want to mention straight at the start is that I think I don't have enough lands, which I'm very worried about. I only have like 4 plains, 4 islands, and of course I have some other ones that can be lands, but I still think that I don't have that many lands. So hopefully it doesn't really come up because I don't have any monsters or anything that really searches lands. The only other land card I have is the Celestius, and that's about it. But yeah, let's jump into some games. Alright, we're going against our first opponent. Our opening hand's actually kind of good. I kind of like it. 3 lands, so that was the one thing I was worried about, not seeing any lands, but looks like that's not going to be an issue. I have seen this card around a lot. The monster, I think it like whenever a monster dies, it gets exiled, doesn't go to the graveyard, which kind of sucks. Wait a minute. Exile target artifact, creature, or enhancement. So I could use this and I could exile this, right? I think. Is that how it works? Because that's an enhancement. I think I could exile it. It's kind of cool. I'll try it out. I'll try it out. Pay X. Boom. Submit 0. I think we'll... Do I have to do this? Do this, I guess? Submit. Do this. It worked! Okay, that's kind of cool, but I lost a card in my hand. And I don't know how good wedding is, but maybe wedding would have been super clutch. Never know. Let's play this island. I can summon Bank Buster. Oh my, oh, he's not a monster. Oh, he's an artifact. I thought he was a monster. Okay, so this is gonna draw me a card, right? I guess I can summon this dude. Let's just get the plays going. So he exiles something, right? And now it's daytime. So it's only daytime once he's summoned. Play with fire, deal 2 damage, and oh, but it negated my effect? Or I guess it wouldn't matter because as soon as this guy leaves the field, his exile monster would come back, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, this is not looking good for me. This deck does not have any low cost. We're gonna have to go back to the drawing board on this one. Yeah, no, definitely 1,000,000,000%. I need more lands, like hella more lands. What is this? So I get a card, right? I draw a card, discard. Okay, so that's a land. That's pretty good. I don't really think I want this card. And I drew another card. Okay, I'm a little confused. I'm drawing so much. So this is a land. I want to use this as a land. Boom. Okay, I got 4 lands now. I'm kind of in the game. I can do this. During his turn, summon a samurai. I could do this. And I could tap his monsters, but they're already tapped. Oof. I don't really know what to do. I'm going to be quite honest. I guess just... the Wandering Emperor is kind of like a semi-monster, so that's like the only thing I can really do. Oh, it activates during my opponent's turn too? So whenever... Oh, that is really powerful. And then I think I use this, right? And then I can use this effect where I can exile. I can summon a monster, it's gonna die. I might as well just exile and protect myself from damage. Alright, I'm starting to draw stuff, so that's really powerful. Yeah, what can I do? I need to see a monster, I think. I think that's what I need to do. So how this card works is if I attack with 2 or more monsters, I draw a card. But I think if I don't attack at all, I get a free monster. I think that's how it works, right? So I'm gonna test it out. Activating this, at the end step, as long as I don't attack, I should just get a free monster. Let's do that. Let's get a free card. And I get a free monster. Wait, that card's actually insane. What the heck? It just generates monsters. Did he steal my monster? I don't know what just happened. How did it happen? What? He just stole it. At the beginning of your upkeep, this creature deals 1 damage to you. What the hell? That's terrible. Wait, that's so bad for me, right? I don't want that. Oof. Let's activate this. And I think I want to activate this. Look at the top 3. What is this? Choose one. Yeah, look at the top 3. I think that's better.
Nothing like a change of plans to keep things fresh.
And we'll play this. Or adds it to the hand. I forgot. Some of this. So does this not get the effect? Oh, it's a werewolf because it's nighttime. Oh, I messed up. What does crew 3 mean? I don't know what that means, so I'm going to activate it. Tap any number. So I summon a monster now. This creature cannot block at the beginning of your upkeep. This creature deals 1 damage and has haste. Okay. Oh, but then I'm not going to be able to block his attack, right? So I'll just attack with that. Wait, so Bankbuster is kind of cool. Oh, he only becomes a monster for 1 turn? Honestly, I really don't know what's going on. I'm healing so much from this 1 card. It's kind of insane. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, so... just discard this. Activate. You can only control 1? Oh, because it's legendary land. Oh, I kind of messed up there. I discarded the wrong thing. So what's going on? I'm chaining to the human, and I get to choose 2 cards and add them to my hand, right? This is good, and I guess this is good. And I think we'll just attack with this, and leave 1 block. Because he runs like a haste deck. So he has no cards, and I have a bunch of cards. But I'm also like low on life. I probably could have played that a lot better. But I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm gonna be honest. So many effects are going on. I can use this during his turn. I mean, might as well. Give me a free draw. Give me. He gave up? What the heck? What just happened? Dude, okay, so first of all, there's a lot of things going on there. I didn't know that legendary lands you can only have one of them. So, wow. I was running so many of these because I'm like, oh, I have so many lands, but no, you can only play one, so technically I only have one land extra in my deck. Dude, Bankbust is kind of cool, but he's a little confusing. He's not a monster. I thought he was, but he becomes a monster for a turn. Dude, Wedding Announcement is really cool. You get a free monster. You don't even need to attack. This card's actually insane. I really like this card. Same with Celestius. The only reason I'm still in the game is because Celestius kept giving me life and I kept being able to cycle. The thing is, it doesn't go away. It stays there. And it can count as a mana. This card is so powerful. Like, holy crap. This was such a good game. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the deck, edit up a little bit. I'll tell you what I fix up. So here's what I did. I took out 2 copies of the Bank Busta and put in Ledger Shredder just because I wanted more monsters going first. I also cut down the legendary lands to 1 just because I either have the option to use them for my hand or to play them as land. And if I have 2 and I open up with 2, I feel like that's going to slow the game a lot. So I'm just going to put it to 1 just to remove any chance of bricking and just bump up the plain lands. And I think that's about it. With that, the deck should be a little bit more consistent, hopefully. We'll see. This opening hand's pretty interesting. Oh, this guy has cool sleeves. What the heck? Alright, let's play the legendary land. I could have kept it in my hand, but I mean, I'll just play it. So essentially my deck is just a bunch of really good cards. Let's see, I'm experiencing a little bit of a drought, but here we go, Ledger Shredder. The new card I just added into the deck is actually coming in clutch. If he plays 2 spells, I get a draw and discard, which will help me. Also, he has a big booty, so I mean, I can kind of protect myself if I need to. Oh, or not, because he's gone. I'll play this, but it's going to be tapped, so I can't really do much about that. Oh, it's not tapped? Oh, I need to control 2 or more lands. Oh, that's so good. Okay, well now I can do plays. Wedding Announcement's gonna get me a free card. I can also start exiling his stuff. I don't know how we got this vehicle. Was it from the whole thingy? I have no idea. Wedding is pretty good here though, I'm not gonna lie. I get a free monster, which I really do love. Does he get attack with that? No block, I'll take the damage, not a big deal. And I can activate another Wedding to get another monster. Yeah, I don't think that'd be the worst thing in the world. Just getting multiple monsters helps. And attack? Yeah, I mean, I can attack. I'm not going to block his big dude anyway, so it's not a big deal. Just block with one of these. I don't know, does this do anything? I think it just searches your library for something, right? Well, I need to see a land. If I don't see a land, I'm kind of screwed. This is ready to go to combat. That's all I can do. On his turn, I could just pop his monsters if I need to. I should draw 2 cards here, right? So that'll help. Hopefully I see 1 land or not. Discard a card. Oh, I'm at full hand size? Oh, damn. Okay, discard this, I guess. I do have Farewell as well. If things get really nutty and he summons like a bunch of stuff, I can just Farewell and get rid of everything, right? I think that's how it works. And it's actually low cost. It's only 6. No, you're good. Go ahead. Oh, that's so smart because you discard a card and then you can just summon the card that you discarded. That is really smart. Exile a card from a graveyard. Oh, I have no cards in my graveyard, so I don't think that affects me. Oh, I do! I forgot about that. That card was in my hand, so I didn't realize it was actually in my graveyard. I'll just pop it. It's been kind of annoying. Get rid of it now. Boom. He can draw 1, so it's probably what he's gonna do. Or not. He's gonna exile my monster. Okay. And I need to see land, and I'm not seeing land, so this is not going very well. But I can exile his monster now. So my card... Oh, okay, it goes back to the exile. Yeah, just attack, I guess. So cool. This card is so good. What the heck? Okay, I didn't think the second part was good, but when I think about it, nah, it's pretty good. Now my monsters are really big. And I didn't really do it. It's just so much free advantage. It's actually insane. I just need to see lands, bro. Where are my lands? I'm experiencing a really bad drought. I should have been able to play like 2 lands already, or 3. But luckily I'm still able to play. It's kind of cool. Alright, so now my guy becomes a werewolf, right? Oh, he still doesn't get his monster back. I see. That's interesting. I could exile his other one as well. Might as well. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. This card is really cool. Dude, just summon, get rid of opponent's monster, and then it becomes like a really strong monster with ward. First strike, it's like, damn man, it's just crazy. I love it. Oh, I can't exile that. Oh, because it's, I see. Yeah, just attack with this, I guess. It's like literally the only thing I can do. It has ward, so if he does target it with anything, he has to pay 3 life. Can do flash and boost up his monster, I'm guessing.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Oh, he's just gonna exile it. Okay. And then he gets his monster back, right?
My judgment is
Ooh,
fine.
it's not looking too good for me. My board's pretty crazy. Holy crap, they are so big. These guys are so big because of wedding festivity. So I see that's how people use Wandering Emperor is they use the exile during the opponent's turn, and then during your turn, I guess you just use the first strike. If I get one more land, I could just blow up the whole board, right? Destroys everything. It's kind of insane. Okay, what is that? At the beginning of your end step, if you control no creatures with Decayed, create a monster with Decayed. That's kind of good. Oh, he's going all in. Okay, well, here's the perfect opportunity to draw a land, and I do not draw land, so we are in a difficult situation. Now, I can attack and risk dying, I think, or I think I just try to defend, right? I think that's the only thing I can really do. I just go all in on defense. Yeah, because he has so much advantage. What does Decay do? Cannot block when it attacks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. Okay. Discard a white or plains card. This permanent specializes in white. Only activate as a sorcery. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Go ahead. I have no idea what that means. When this creature specializes, conjure a duplicate card exiled with this creature in your hand. I'm just gonna do this. I don't know what that means. I don't want to lose. So if we pay 2, and then exile a white card in our hand, we'll do this dude. And we could target this, right? Or we can't. Wait, can I not do that? Do this, pay 3, and then exile this. And we can do this. Auto pay, yeah. I don't know why I couldn't do the other thing before though. So what happens? Does he discard? Does he get a free card? I have no idea what's going on. Okay, he's like, I'm gonna attack with these guys. Alright, never mind. I won't attack with these guys. He has 1 card in hand. He only has 3 activatable mana. Oh, thank God, dude. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I needed something so bad. I finally got something. Holy crap, that was hell. Well, no attacks. We're being chilling. Ah, it's so good. I actually, like, this is kind of like a semi-mana, so we're back in the game. I can activate these high-cost spells. I can even use this dude, I think. Pass to attackers? Yeah, no, go ahead, bro. So I'm gonna activate this, and I'm gonna banish a card, right? So he's gonna get a free card. I'm gonna do this. Pay 1? Or no, you can't pay anything, I think. From 0. And we'll lose this card. Submit. And we'll get rid of can I get rid of this dude? No, I can't. I can only get rid of these two. I'd rather get rid of this dude. And choose blockers. This is gonna block this, and this is gonna block this, and this is gonna block that. And he gets a monster at the end, right? I don't know what that does. What is that? Enters a battlefield. It deals damage equal to twice the vehicles you control. Oh, wow. Pretty good. I got bank busted though. This card's pretty good too. I'll just do this because it's immediate advantage, right? Like every turn it gets me advantage. And he won't be able to kill it. He's gonna have 2 attacks, right? So 1, 2, 3. which is total 4 damage. So if I just bump this up, okay, so we're gonna do this, dude, this. That's actually so good, I think, because this is a semi-land, right? So now I can play Bankbuster. Wait, that is so good. What the heck? I have so much advantage right now. And turn, yeah. So now my guy turns back into this, and I can exile a card. I think I'll just exile this. Crew 4. Oh, he just gets a free monster. Holy crap, that guy's big. Draw a card? Sure. That guy's huge. Menace. Cannot be blocked. Okay. I mean, I can't block it. He's gone, right? I can't do anything about it. I could do this. I don't know. There's not anything I can do. I can't do anything. And this guy goes back, right? Or something like that. Yeah, draw a card, discard a card. I guess I want a land. Or no, I need a water. So discard the land. Play this. Play this. And add this. And I think add this. These two cards are pretty good. This is very, very interesting. I would think that I would be losing every single game, but I'm actually hanging in there. I don't know how. I really do not know how I'm not losing every single game, especially with only 4 mana. And I experienced the biggest drought ever. Like, holy crap. This is actually kind of cool. Magic is interesting. I don't know how it's still in this. It's so awesome. Target vehicle becomes artifact. Okay. Decayed, so it dies. Do I die? Am I dead? Okay, so I can just destroy stuff, right? And he can get like draws if he wants. Play this. This will just draw me a card. Which is kind of useful. These are just removals. I should just keep them in hand. I think I can only play two removals. So let's just enter battle. Attack. So total I have 4 mana. I could play 2 of these. I could play 1 of these and banish one of these guys from my hand in order to get rid of or exile his thingy. I could pay 3 mana, 5. I could exile this, I think. I think that's how it works, right? I could just get rid of that. Target creature becomes artifact. Okay, I don't know what that does. So he just summons it for free? I could destroy it? If I destroy it, does it go to the graveyard or does it go to the artifact zone? That's the thing I don't understand. Faster attackers. Okay, well, I'm gonna try... I think we just do this. Boom. And then we do this. Boom. And he can draw 1 card with Clue, which will probably put him back in the game, right? Alright, it's my turn. Drawing lands, hell yeah. Alright, use this. It'll get me 2 free cards. This guy's pretty cool. And, I mean, having a land is pretty cool. I'll just grab a land, I guess. I could use Crew, or I can keep March just for next turn, just in case things go really bad. I don't think I can kill this turn. How strong is this guy? 6. Wait, I actually can, right? If I do this on him... I hope I'm not wrong, but I think this guy can attack, right? If we activate this, and we pay 1... Submit 0? No. Damn it, how does this card work, man? Pay 2? Do this. Autopay? We can just attack directly, right, for a game? Yeah, just like that. Alright, that was a really interesting game. I'm not gonna lie, that was really, really interesting. That was cool. I like that. Super fun. I think that's enough gameplay. I'll be finishing up the video here. I will do one more game. I won't show the gameplay, and I'll just show what reward I get. But besides that, thank you so much for all the helpful comments and for watching the series. It really means a lot to me. Dude, Magic is so fun. I'm not even gonna lie. I play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic is really, really fun compared to Yu-Gi-Oh! They both have their ups and their downs, but I'm definitely enjoying this, especially since I have a lot of you guys in the comments helping me. And, I mean, it's really good. I would have never knew about any of these good cards. Anyways, that's it for the video. Sorry if the video was a little bit longer. I just wanted to put a lot more things in there because there's a lot of things to go through. I'm going to be trying to do drafts next time, or whatever you recommend in the comments. Maybe I'll talk about in the next video. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day or night, and maybe I'll catch you later. Peace. Alright, let's see what we get. Claim prize. Oh, that looks cool. Alright.